So I'm setting up my electronics, right? And trying to make a bed and garden and figure out the next step and clean up all the stuff that's been moved and moved and moved and moved. How many times wow, you know. Anyway, the trailer's here. Beautiful day. First day in a while. We've had a pretty well, I guess, yeah, I've got all my stuff here now. So this is where the journey actually begins, really. Everything's been kind of leading up to this as kind of a start point, or the start period, if you will. And there's a lot to explain, a lot to go over. So as I'm developing this, we're developing this, we're going to be analyzing ourselves and trying to make better each time. Personal analysis. In other words, I'll be reviewing this video and, well, pretty well everything, like it's a complete learning process, okay? So I'll try and explain what exactly I am getting at here, and to do that, I've been up pretty well all night trying to put together a bit of a, I don't want to use the word plan, but let's say we do, okay? Alright, communication has been a big problem. Satellite dishes going down, internet connection, and, you know, pretty well anyone that's watching this now would be aware of that, shall we call it, serendipitous link that without the internet, none of this would be happening. Without communication, none of this would be taking place. We'd be in the dark ages without sunshine or a computer. We are in the dark ages. We really are. But that's what we're hoping to change it. New schools, new ways of doing things. You know, that bus picked up in the background there, it's the property next door and leading into the area where we're going to be working. So as you can see, we got a bit of you know, an untidiness here. One thing I will mention is almost every little bit of junk, if you will, that I brought here has been personally handled and put into a place in a system, so to speak. In other words, I knew what I was doing with it. Now, because we've had a lot of interference, I'm not just saying me, this is everyone, because this is universal. It's going to be for all of us. Knowledge, they say, sets us free. But what do we really know? Firsthand. You know what I've come to learn? We got our own rhythms and our own times and our own ways of doing things, our own way of communicating. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, how do we have that reflected in everything around us? Okay, so here we go. From trailer trash to Eden. The journey home. Every step. Live. As best we can. And although I have a few friends that believe and are supporting, and I don't want that to sound demeaning. I mean, without that, I'd rather be dead than be where I'm not, you know, where I don't want to be, sort of thing. And you know what I'm finding? We've got a bunch of people getting together here that are actually trying to find the right words, because we're into new territory, you know what I mean? They're willing to give it their best shot, whatever it takes, you know, the Anon kind of thing. I work for Anon, whatever it takes. Well, it's all just an idea, just like Earthships in the solution package. So today I'm going to be working on getting my satellite dish into place, trying to get a tent up, get my bed set. I'm working on electronic hookup inside to make a desk area. Got gardening going on here, unpacking, relocating, sorting out stuff. I picked radishes this morning. We had radishes in our garden. I'll grab some pictures of that later and put them up. For the most part, shitty as I am, I'm going to try and do this all video, because that way I don't have to tell the story with the picture, and you know what I mean? Plus I'm hoping that I get better looking as this happens. Like today I started eating wild berries. They just becoming ripe today. The, what are they? Gooseberries. And I noted when I seen them too, there's a gooseberries, raspberries, a few different edibles here. And I'm just starting to enjoy them now. What was I going to say about that? Yeah, like instead of digging up a tree or going to the garden center, you know, again, I might have mentioned this earlier on another video. There's this little bush, and I wish I was out there right now. I don't have the time to do it. It's in a beautiful spot, and I imagined, okay, just clearing a little area around it, put a few flowers there, maybe some carrots around it. The soil was suitable for that, you know. And it's not your typical garden, but it's a walk in the forest with adventures and little treats. And you know, starting to play faithful? No, play feet. feel playful. Yeah, being in solitary confinement in the world of slavery can do some funky shit to people, and it's going to take some adjusting. So hopefully every bit we do will help in the long run, even if it's just one person, as we've heard many times before. If nothing else, it's helping me see things from another point of view, you know. Okay, well, busy day, and I haven't had a nap yet. And I get miserable when I don't nap. Home sweet home. Conversion to Earthship. From junk and garbage. Is it a war? Or is it a retreat? You gonna fly the white flag, red flag, whatever, or fucking bathe in the river? You know? Perspective. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter if it's nicely arranged as a beautiful multi-million-dollar home and tourist resort. To me, it don't look any different than this fucking garbage heap I'm showing you right now, which is my start point for the journey home. This is gonna be a fucking ride. What the fuck have I done? Help!